Hello, everyone. This is Louis Concepcion from Strategic Profit Line Trading, and Happy New Year. Welcome everybody back to the trading. This is week two. Week one is already gone. I did not post anything last week because I figured everybody was still on a holiday. And I'm excited to get back in it and have a wonderful trading year. So, as always, here as disclosures, just understand that this is all for educational purposes. Not giving any investment advice. It's not tailored to any one individual. Understand that past performance does not guarantee future results, and all investment involve risks, including the loss of your principal. Doing things a little different this year. I'm going to be providing you with the news, a market overview. This week, we got 68 companies reporting earnings, and then the Mag 7 and the Magnificent Seven and the FANG stocks will be emailed to members and members only. I will not be no longer covering that in the weekly updates. No results for last week because I didn't provide anything. So moving forward. And here's the companies that we have primarily releasing earnings this week, starting on Monday. As always, I'll be providing the stocks that I think will trigger this week. And just understand that really this week we have a couple of companies there at the beginning of the week, but the main thing is going to be on Friday with all our bank stocks. Moving into our news, as you can see on Monday, it's going to be a quiet day. Nothing that is going to impact us trading. So Monday should be a quiet, fair, easy day. Tuesday is the same, nothing impacting us until after market. For those of you who trade Australian dollar, just understand they got their CPI report after the market at 4:30. Moving on to Wednesday, nothing impacting us for the U.S. equity markets again. However, the British pound will be affected pre-market. So for again, those of you who trade the British pound, be wary of that. And here comes what we're going to be affected for the U.S. On Thursday. We're going to have our CPI reports at 5:30 in the morning, or pretty much 2 hours before the market opens on our unemployment claim. So watch for some volatility at the open on Thursday. And then we have a GDP report after hours for the British pound on Thursday. And then for Friday, we have another PPI report. And that's going to do it for us for this week on news. All right, moving into the charts for this week, and we're going to start with the S&P 500 SPX. As you can see, just wanted to point this out to you guys. So this level's holding from last year, and we didn't make all new time highs, but this is the level that was holding from last year. And as you can see, this year alone already, the S&P 500 is down a percentage and a half, and then since its all-time highs, it's pretty much down to 2%. So understand that, we've had a sell-off at the beginning of the year. All first week was pretty much quite a sell-off. Let's see if we continue this sell-off. First level I have for you is 45.87 to 45.64. And on the supply side, not changing it from last year, is going to be 47.56 to 48.19. As you can see, this level has not been breached and it held, and we've had a nice sell-off. So looking for this to continue selling off to at least the 4600 area this year. Not saying we're going to get there immediately, but we're only 97 points away. So don't I'm anticipating another couple of percentage all the way down to possibly 10% this year before we rally back again. It's my prediction for this year. So, we'll trade it as accordingly on a week to week basis. Moving on to the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq's been a little bit weaker than the S&P 500. As you can see, this is a new level that I've put. And on the supply side, that's going to be 16,826 to 16,970. Understand we got gaps to fill to the downside, and that's the first level I have for you is 15,349 to 15,064. And again, year to date, the Nasdaq's down 3%, and however, from its all-time highs, is down almost 4%. So we've had a nice sell-off this first week, and we'll see what happens with earnings seasons moving in to the new year. Moving on to the Dow, I have no supply for you on the Dow. The first level I have for demand, Dow's been one of the strongest markets. It's going to be 362.52 to 359.99. Moving on to the RUT, also known as the IWM. This level was breached a little bit from last year, but you can see overall it held. And that level is going to remain the same at 2025 to 2069. We can just make that and call that 2070. And on the demand side, I got 1881.57 to 1847.64. Now, moving into earnings for this week. The first company I'm going to cover is CMC, and they have earnings actually Monday morning before the market. As you can see, this level has already held and it's retreating from there. So just understand that Monday morning may have an opportunity to utilize this level again, and that supply level is going to be 51.60 to 53.73. And on the demand side, it's going to be 42.99 to 41.15. Next company I'm covering is Healy. This company as well has earnings Monday morning, and the supply level I have for you is 133.82, 139.92. And on the demand side, understand that this level has already been tested and utilized pretty deeply. However, I'm gonna give you the 102.70 to 92.18 on the demand side. Moving on to Monday after market. Company is Jeffries. On the demand side, you got 36.93 to 36.09, and on the supply side, you got 42.26 to 43.28. And they're releasing earnings after market on Monday. Next company I'm covering is AYI, and they have earnings Tuesday morning, pre-market. And on the demand side, I got 182.87 to 176.96, and on the supply side, 212.11 to 220.80. Moving on to Wednesday after the market, KB Homes. KB Homes is releasing earnings Wednesday after market. And on the demand side, I got 51.66 to 49.77. And on the supply side, I got 62.99 to 71.50. Now, moving all the way to Friday, I have nothing for you on Thursday. Friday, moving into most of our banks releasing stocks. JP Morgan's at all-time highs. So the first demand zone I have for you is 154.51 to 151.62. Again, JP Morgan has no supply. UNH also has earnings Friday morning. As you can see, this level's been holding, has been holding for quite some time, and this is where all-time highs are in UNH. This level has already held and it's been holding since Friday. But that level again is going to be 543.88 to 558.17 on the supply side, and on the demand side, I got 510.72 to 501.04 for you. Next company I'm going to cover is Delta. So Delta Airlines also has earnings on Friday morning before the open. The demand side I have for you is 34.45, and the supply side, I'm sorry, and to 32.47. And on the supply side, I got 43.98 to 46.29. Next company I'm gonna cover for you is Wells Fargo. So for Wells Fargo on the demand side, I got 45.14 to 44.41. My aggressive area, and then my conservative area is going to be 42.99 to 41.99 on the demand side. And on the supply side, I got 55.24 to 56.74. Next company I'm going to cover is BlackRock. So for BlackRock, we got on the aggressive side 756.01 to 742.02. And then I got another level for you here right below it at 721.40 to 708.84 on the demand side. And then on the supply side, I got 861.24 to 899.95. For those of you who are looking to trade BlackRock, just understand that they are pretty much an expensive stock. So I highly suggest that you utilize options to trade BlackRock. The last company I have for you is Citi. So for Citi, on the demand side, 45.68 to 44.26. And on the supply side, 62.99 to 64.99. And that's going to do it for us for the charts this week and earnings. So as always, please look at my website to check out when I have classes coming up for courses. I've put my schedule out for January and February. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or follow, and please follow me on social media as now that the new year has started. I'll be posting new trades as the trades are coming and opportunities come available. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button. And again, I'm looking forward to this year. Happy 2024. Have a plan. Till next time, happy trading. See you next week.